Did you see the hot topic recently with Pakchikowi? He's visited Lampung
Okay.
because all that hot viral press about the Lampung roads being not so great.
Right,
there,
right.
There was a guy called Beamer who
Yep.
made the popular, oh my God, look at the state of my roads. It's terrible. Go fix it up.
So what did Jacoby do?
Jacoby took a drive on those roads and basically...
He agreed?
there's footage of his car getting stuck.
Oh, no.
So Pakchikowi's there going, yeah, this is not exactly good. And so he's basically told the Lampung government that, hey, if you're not going to fix this road, the federal government will fix it. We'll provide the money to fix it. But it all came from one viral video, so that's pretty impressive.
Got the man out there.
What about you? You've had a few road issues here?
The roads, when I first came to Indonesia in 2011, 2012, 2013, when I was up in Medan, the roads out to like Bukit Lawang, where we talked about last time, or out to Lake Toba, were quite rough.
I've taken that road.
Yeah. It's quite. I mean, back then it was bad. Yeah. Recently, it's been updated because the government's trying to promote Sumatra Utara and Lake Toba and all that stuff to be more of a tourist destination. So they really cleaned up the roads and made them look nice. So even if you saw it now and they're not great, they're 100 times better than they were back in 2011, 2012.
You know what? People say that about Jakarta. I've had a mate who lived here 10 years ago, and I asked him, how come he came back to Jakarta? He said, I love it here now. And I said, what's great about it now from 10 years ago? Because things have improved so much. The roads have improved so much. I'm like, wow, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's good that it's improved.
Well, the problem is they improve, and the next thing you know, all the trucks drive over it, and they just start cutting it up. I mean, it's... And sometimes, those motorbike trips where I took where the roads are really bad, they could be kind of fun, doing the whole, like, weaving in and out of the potholes and... No?
Fun,
Not fun?
Well, I remember going
Keeps you awake, at least.
I went from Medan to Bukit Lawang once, and I thought it was like, okay, this is a 2-hour trip. It was 4 hours, and I was just avoiding potholes the whole time. I'm like, is this it? Is this it?
It's a game.
Okay.
And as long as you're careful, I mean, the one thing about that is if you have holes in the road or you have construction going on, obviously the concern is when you have things like landslides. That happens quite a bit. And, so that's something that we try to avoid when you're on the motorbike trip is being too close to the side.
Have you ever been fined by the police here?
Have I ever been fined by the police? Yes, I have.
You have.
I have.
You're in the bad books.
Well, I'm a bad boule. No, I'm trying to be a better boule. I have been pulled over before. Yeah. And sometimes I'm like, are they pulling me over just to have a conversation with me? Because every time I get pulled over, it's like a 20-minute conversation. Dari mana? What are you doing here? Where do you live? I'm like, what? What do you want to know where I live? So it's always this long conversation that goes on. And but one time, only once, did I actually get like a fine because I really did something wrong. It was you can't make a left turn on red. Oh. And I made a left turn on red.
The Belok Kiri.
Yeah. Well, it's Belok Kiri.
Langsung.
Yeah. It wasn't. So I went left, and it was a red light, and I was right in front of a school too. I don't think that really matters here, but cop came up behind. Cop? Do you call them cops here? This copper, he came up behind me, and he's like, "Hey, pull over." That's how he talked. He talked just like that. No. So he pulled me over. And he said, you're not allowed to make that left turn. I was very apologetic. I'm like, mistakes happen. And it was like 100,000 or something. I don't go in underneath a tent.
Okay, so it was official.
It was official. I filled out a form. I signed everything.
Yeah. That interests me, the whole official fine versus maybe the unofficial fine.
The unofficial.
Are we allowed to call that a bribe?
I think that's the word for it, yeah.
I remember when I first came on my first trip to Bali, I got pulled over by the police. I wasn't wearing the helmet, sorry. And I thought, oh, here's the moment where I slipped the copper some cash. And he just goes, okay, thank you, and on your merry way. Right. It didn't happen.
I was like,
okay, you're supposed to take this and go, right?
Right.
No, he brought me into the police little hut there on the corner, and I'm filling out a form, and I was like, hey, I just want to say, I've heard rumors about Balinese police, but you're doing the right thing, and I'm very happy to pay you because you're filling out the form correctly.
Yeah.
This money's probably going to go...
You did tip the police officer?
I actually called him out and saying, this is a good job, buddy. You're breaking down the stereotype of someone who's taken fines here or taken bribes.
Yeah.